everybody, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. So listen, you guys, I have been following this story, say Ithala Bank, because I have been so disappointed with Ithala Bank going down the way that it is going down. Okay, I was banking with Ithala, and when everybody's accounts were frozen, when they freezed everybody's account, my account was one of them. The difference is that my account had nothing in it. Okay. So my salary was on the way there and I had just spent everything. Okay. So they just returned my salary to my employer paid to my other account. So that was the situation, guys. But other people actually had their monies there. People had their investments there. They had their pensions. They had some people had just had their pensions paid up, and then their monies got frozen there by Ithala Bank because there was an issue with their banking license. Okay, I might or not understand it fully, but there was a deal with ABSA, because even when you will receive Ithala Bank, but it also had Ithala Bank and ABSA logo in it. Okay. Now, some people might be thinking, what is Ithala Bank? Ithala Bank was a KZN bank, you guys. In KZN, like they said that we are the country in ourselves, we had our own bank, okay, that serviced the black people. Well, even the white people and the Indians, but mostly it was loved by the black people. What I liked about Ithala, you guys, was that I felt like as a black person, when I walked through at Ithala, I'm important, okay? And also, I did like being able to handle my money in Zulu, okay? That 200 rand lana sisi ufake ngalana, ngicela ungirivesela le payment le, anginayo imali. Uma uthi ngicela ungirivesele payment, athi usisi waseThala, ngirivesele kuphela, awufuni ngirivese wonke. That was Ithala, okay? But a lot of people, you guys, were affected because a lot of black people in KZN banked with Ithala. They had their investments there, itokfela, mostly because they had accounts that accommodated this whole thing, itokfela, zabantu abamnyama, and also group savings nje, all types of group savings, abanye bebenama-home loans there and whatever at Ithala. So a lot of people were affected when we were told that the accounts are frozen. You cannot deposit, you cannot withdraw, you can't do anything at Ithala. Okay. So every time an article comes up, you guys, I will just read just to find out what's happening now. Obviously, I've left the bank now. I've gone back home tonight. Okay. Now, there is this whole thing that has been coming up about this money that was paid for the Mkhize farm, the Mkhize farm, the Mkhize farm. And I was like, what Mkhize farm are they talking about? What does Ithala have to do with this Mkhize farm? Until I am reading from Daily Maverick, where they are explaining which Mkhize family this is. And I was like, now I'm interested in this, okay? They are talking about Zweli Mkhize's wife. There is a farm that they owned that ended up receiving a big sum of money allegedly from Ithala Bank, because now they're trying to find out, okay? While they were trying to, give Ithala Bank or renew their banking license, they were trying to find out, is everything in order? And when they were trying to check that, they found out all kinds of things, and this Mkhize farm situation kept coming up. Are you interested now? Okay. Now it says here, okay, 1.8 million from Digital Vibes deal funneled to May Mkhize's farm loan. Families cut climbs to 8.7 million. This is a story written by Peter Lois Mayberg for Scorpio. Okay, thank you so much, Peter, for explaining which Mkhize family this is, because I wanted to know. Okay, so it says here, nearly 2 million rands siphoned from the Department of Health Digital Vibes contract found its way to the state-owned Ithala Development Finance Corporation to help repay a loan for a farm owned by a former health minister, Zweli Mkhize's wife. This and other new findings raised a total of the Mkhize family's allegedly corrupt stake in the contract to nearly 9 million. Now, you guys, when you are driving from Pietermaritzburg to Durban, there is this house that has been getting, they've been building it for a very, very long time. And when you are driving, people will be saying, "La Picasso, them kids, la Picasso, them kids." I'm wondering if that's the place, okay? It's forever under construction, okay? 15 years ago, Mkhize, the MEC for the Finance and Economic Development in KwaZulu-Natal, faced controversy when the state-owned Ithala Bank Finance Corporation granted an 11.8 million loan to his wife to buy a farm near Pietermaritzburg. As a I am going to the farm tomorrow. You know why? Because I paid for it. Ha! Kanti likhokhela yimina lela farm nge-tax money. Ngiyakhona kusasa ngihlezi ngibuka ama-driver ku-highway ukuthi kwenzakalani lapha. When tomorrow I'm going there. Mabethi sisi, you are not allowed to ngena. Ngithi kanjani when I funded? Hey. As MEC, okay, did I read this one? Okay. 15 years ago, Mkhize, then MEC for Finance and Economic Development in KwaZulu-Natal, faced controversy when the state-owned Ithala Development Finance Corporation granted 11.8 million to his wife to buy a farm near Pietermaritzburg. As MEC, Mkhize was Ithala's political custodian, but he rejected claims that he had influenced the entity's decision. He's like, listen, I didn't even know that my wife got the loan, okay? And I don't know anybody at Ithala Bank, okay? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. His wife, Dr. May Mkhize, was a professional and a businesswoman in her own right who had dealings with other financial institutions, Mkhize had stated. But Daily Maverick Scorpio's latest revelation into the Department of Health's DOH 150 million digital vibes contracts all but confirmed that Mkhize's business activities are at least partly funded through the dubious transactions linked to her husband's political career. Thanks to the new submission from the Special Investigating Unit SIU filed at the Special Tribunal, viewed alongside material we've sourced and analyzed over a period of several months, we can today illustrate in pointed detail how nearly 2 million rands from DOH Digital Vibes contracts made its way to Mkhize's loan account. Okay. Can I make my way to Mkhize's loan account? I just need a 10 grand, okay? Just a 10 grand. In other words, taxpayers' monies emanating from an allegedly corrupt contract awarded by DOH when Zweli Mkhize led the department was utilized to help pay off his wife's questionable loan from the state-owned institution, okay? Now, you guys, it is just a coincidence that Uzweli Mkhize was in that position. It was a good year from the Mkhize family. It's like, I just got hired and then you are getting the billions. I just got hired. You are getting the millions. Sometimes families go through, there is a year where it's a year of flourishing, okay? It's a year of fruits. You reap what you sow. You go through that where you just feel like everything is just, when you have that, people are graduating in the family, they are getting the jobs, you renovate the house. That was the year Mkhize, okay? Mr. Mkhize and Mrs. Mkhize, they were just getting money, okay? I'm joking. Okay. We also shed light on further transaction involving a web of alleged slush funds for the Mkhize family. Through these entities, some 1.6 million was funneled from Digital Vibes contract to business owned by Zweli and May Mkhize's son, Udedan. At this point, I want to be Dedan. Okay. These latest revelations, coupled with our earlier expose and the SIU on findings regarding the payment to the former minister and his family, bring to 8.7 million the total of the Mkhize's alleged stake in the digital. At this point, I'm reading so many millions, I'm confused, okay? But it's the millions, you guys. It's the millions. This includes the 3.4 million in cash payment the Danny Mkhize allegedly collected from the recipient of some of the proceeds from the contract, according to the SIU filings. Speaking through the attorney representing him at the special tribunal, Danny Mkhize strongly denied what? Ngazi lutho mina ngemali, ngathi ngiyibone mina imali. Kaze ngiyithole. Danny Mkhize strongly denied that he had received any such funds, guys. Okay, so Danny is innocent. He never received any funds. These allegations are untrue, and this will be proven in due course through a court process and not a newspaper. Okay, so this mina, I'm just reading a newspaper. You understand? And he is saying what Danny, akazilutho ngemali, kodwa ke ningakholwa i-newspaper, lindani court it decide. They've even drew a picture here. Okay, I'll tell you about the picture that they put here. Okay, it says here, the series of transactions in 2020 that preceded the 1.88 million deposits in Ithala account in favor of Mkhize's 11.8 million loan leaves one with little doubt that the payment was made with the proceeds from the Digital Vibes contract. In May 2020, the DOH transferred nearly 28 million to Digital Vibes in 3 payments for invoices the firm had submitted for the COVID-19 communication work. What communication were you doing during COVID? Exactly 1 week after Digital Vibes received the last of the payments from the DOH, Digital Vibes began transferring large sums of money to Mateta Projects, a company unmasked in our earlier report as an alleged slush fund for the Mkhizes. Listen, guys, we need to go read this article that is talking about the alleged slush funds for the Mkhizes. There is another article that is talking about it. But this is a newspaper, you guys, like they say. It's not the court of law. I am just reading a newspaper for you. Maverick, that's this publication. I need to say it right. Daily Maverick is say something is funny with that farm that we see all the time when we are driving to Pietermaritzburg. Kodwa uyibona kahle if you are coming from Pietermaritzburg uza ngala ngoba ila kuze kunogandaganda. Has normally the bridge they are building that one. There's a picture here of they're saying Dr. Mkhize, no May and their son. Oh now what they done. Hey, it does look like unayo Hey, takes money. Hey guys, but uyaphika guys ukuthi akazilutho ngemali. Akazilutho udedane ngemali. Okay, so now there is this picture that they drew here. The Mkhize's 8.7 Digital Vibes loot. Okay. So Digital Vibes, it looks like wathola 150 million. Okay. Why say seven, is it 7 million? Ngathi 7,000. Angazi noma bayanqamulela yini. Waya kuZweli Mkhize for property maintenance. There's 7,000 that went to Zweli. Or 7,000. Okay. Went to Zweli Mkhize's property maintenance. But I think it's 7 million. I think bayanqamulela number. And then 160,000 waya kuDedani Mkhize. uDedani Mkhize wathenga iLand Cruiser allegedly. Then bathatha u2.1 million behla nawo 2.1 million wayongena kaDedani noSithoko Mkhize. uDedani noSithoko angazi noma uSithoko i-girlfriend yena. uDedani noSithoko baphinda futhi lalela. Angithi uzwile ukuthi bathi uDedani allegedly might have received 160,000 wathenga iLand Cruiser. Then u-2.1 million wathi shwii waya kuDelani noSithoko Mkhize bayothenga iTammy Taylor. Guys, it takes money. Bathenga iTammy Taylor. Omunye futhi u-1.5 million wathi zwii wayefama kuMay now. Yabo, kuthiwa-ke lo wayefama likabani? LikaMay. Then u-3.4 million wathi zwii waya kuDedani, bathi nje wona-ke bekuwu-cash. They just paid uDedani Mkhize, allegedly, according to Daily Maverick. And then another 1.88 wathi zwii waya kuMay Mkhize as cash. Kwaze kwabuhlungu ukuba i-taxpayers. Guys. Yeah. All of this is alleged, you guys. All of this is alleged. It's written on Daily Maverick. Okay? They look very good. Okay, the melons look good. Hi. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about. Apparently, with this whole thing, Mkhize Ithala, kunomndeni wakaMkhize la. Phakathi. When you think about it, you guys, it is unfair that things like that are associated with the bank, because that bank, when we say, you guys, that people's monies were frozen in that bank, like we're talking people's pensions here. Like maybe obehola that, I think a pension now 2,200. I save 200 rand. And has been doing that for years. We're talking about, I had a funeral policy too. Even that was affected because we didn't know where to pay for the funeral. But then they had a really good funeral policy where they bury you and they even bury your family after you had died. I had taken that funeral policy because when I was in the bank this one time, there's an Indian lady that was there and said, listen, my father died a few years ago. I got a call from Ithala. They are saying there's money that we have here that our father had saved for his funeral. They just found out which our father passed away, so we must come and collect the money. And I was like, they're that good? And I was like, yes. And my father died a few years ago, so I'm here to collect the money. So I was like, that's good. That means that even if I die, they will bury my grandchildren. And it's just like, it looks like it. Okay. So I took the funeral policy. But now I don't have it because of the mess. Okay. So as much as you guys, of course, we have to make a joke sometimes about things that are not really funny. But if you think about the people that were affected by this whole thing, it's like people that are really like, that don't have a lot. Those were the people that were most affected by this whole Ithala situation. It really is sad when you read stories like this. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before putting on, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. And Mama may you love in this other. Thank you so much. Nginithanda kakhulu.